All right, so welcome to this week's market review and expectation. So as I do every week, I take a look at what I was expecting in the previous week, and then what the market delivered, and I go ahead to talk about what I'm expecting in the coming week. All right, so what I was expecting in the week, as from the 8th to the 12th of April, if in the previous week, I was actually looking for price to actually drop lower on the dollar index. By the way, there's a dollar index, the DXY, the DXY dollar index. Right. So in the last 2 weeks video, I was talking about the fact that I was looking for price to drop close below this particular candle's low. Okay. And then if we should close below that particular candle's low, I would look for a fair value gap. Okay, above this particular low, which we had a fair value gap right here. Okay, so in the previous week, I was looking at, even though we didn't close below this low, I was much optimistic about price dropping lower because in the month of April, seasonality sake, dollar index drops in the month of April. Okay, so I was looking for that confirmation in price in the dollar index by closing below this particular low, but we didn't do that. But I was still looking forward for that drop. And on Wednesday, the CPI proved me wrong. Okay, and we actually went much higher in the dollar index. Okay, so these two candles are Monday and Tuesday's trading, and then on Wednesday, we actually dropped. We went higher on Wednesday actually. Okay, so I was also talking about the fact that if we should close above this high, and this high, okay, the bearish stance is nullified. I will abandon that, and so we closed above those those highs I talked about, and even went much higher. On Thursday and Friday, we actually dropped into that long-term targets I was looking out for. Now we couldn't get until we dropped into the month of April, which I think I have a screenshots right. So, okay, so the same as this, right? I was looking for price to reach into this fair value gap right here, the high end of the fair value gap right here, and that was the month of March before we dropped into April. We couldn't get that in the month of March, and April we are in the second week, and we've actually went much above that. As it stands right now, I have no clue as to where price might look out for, but I'm still holding the bullish stance. I'm back to holding the bullish stance. Okay, so one thing I actually learned in the last week's trade is to be more rigid on my rules. Okay, as we couldn't close below this low, okay, I will just have to go according to my rules until price actually proved me wrong. Okay, so that's one thing I actually learned. Okay, so I'm still looking out for price to go much higher. If you take a look at this price action right here, okay, everything right here, let me use a rectangle. Let me see. Everything in this box, okay, everything in this particular box right here, okay. If you take a critical look at it, you can see ICT's market maker buy model, okay, unfolding or in the making actually. So we have our initial consolidation, we leave the consolidation, then we came back into it, all right, and then distribution, then distribution. Then we have our reversal, the low risk by another by okay, and then hopefully this particular expansion could run the highs right here. Okay, because if you take a look at the weekly time frame. If you take a look at the weekly time frame, there was not much resistance or no fair value gap within this this price range. Okay, no fair value gap, only this candle. You can see it as bearish order block, but we've actually run up above it. Okay, right on this candle, and yeah, this candle also has run up above it. Okay, so there is not much. The next level of liquidity I'm seeing is this high here, and then this particular high. Okay, so let's see what the market has to offer. I don't want to take stance as it stands right now. So let's see on Monday and Tuesday's trading what the market has to offer us, and then we trade accordingly. But as it stands right now, you could have a retracement down, then we continue our bullish stance or bullish run in the dollar index. In the dollar index, you could have a bullish run in the dollar index after some level of retracement, taking the high end of this particular fair value gap. Okay, right here, this particular fair value gap, the high end over there could actually act as a support, okay, for price to drop higher, or this particular last end of the quarter. If you divide this price range from this high to this low, if you divide it into 3, okay, if you divide it into 4, okay, this quarter of the range, okay, would actually act as our support, which is inside of this particular fair value gap. It falls in that particular fair value gap. Okay. Yeah, so inside of this particular fair value gap, you could get support for price to clear these highs. Okay, so that's next target. Okay, according to this market maker buy model. Okay, we've actually run this high, so you could expect some level of retracement, and then we go much higher to this high and then this particular high. Okay, so our bullish stance on the dollar index actually tells us that all foreign currency, that's the euro and the pound, Australian dollars, are all going down. Okay, they're all going to drop accordingly. So let's see how the market delivers in the coming week. So before we finish, let's talk about the news release to be aware of. Okay, so this is the news to be aware of in terms of the dollar, euro, and then the pound. Okay, on Monday at 1:30 we have the core retail sales, and then the Empire State Manufacturing Index, then the retail sales. That's 1:30 p.m. You have to be much aware of that. And then on Tuesday we have Plymouth count change at 7 a.m. affecting the pound. Then 1:30 we have the mid impacts, that's the building permits, also affecting the dollar. Okay, and then 2:15 we have the industrial production. At 6 p.m. we are going to have the Bank of England Governor Bailey speaks, and then USD to FOMC member Barkin speaks. That's on Tuesday, and then around 6:15 p.m. we have the Fed Chair Powell speaks, also bound to affect the dollar, which is most likely going to inject a lot of volatility in the market. Let's be watchful of that. And then on Wednesday at 7 a.m. CPI for the pound. And then 5 p.m. we have the Bank of England Governor Bailey speaks again. At 10:30 p.m. we have the mid impacts for the dollar. We have the FOMC member Mester speaks, and then Thursday, April 18th, we have USD unemployment claims at 1:30 p.m. Okay, and then at 3 p.m. we have the existing home sales, and then the We also have GBP retail sales at 7 a.m. on Friday 19th. So the week is kind of loaded with a lot of high impact news and then mid impact. So let's be much watchful and then we trade accordingly. As I said, I don't want to take stance, but just watching what the market has to deliver on Monday and Tuesday. Then. All right, so let's see what the market has to deliver and let's stay safe. Thank you.